There's so much to love about Maine. The people, the places, the food. And we're here to share it all with you. Each week, our team brings you the very best of vacation land. This is MaineLife.
Oh, lover, I'll see you there, waiting in the willows with your autumn hair. Oh, lover, I'll see you there, after many miles.
Today on MaineLife, we're celebrating a handful of businesses making a positive environmental and social impact.
Organic coffees are very important to us here because coffee is one of the most heavily chemically treated agricultural products in the world.
Together with our refillers, we refused over 200,000 plastic packages.
This is one of the most gorgeous supermarkets I have ever seen.
It's beautiful and it's sustainable. And where do you see some of the cool stuff we got going on here?
Let's do it.
All right.
Maine continues to surprise and inspire me. After living and working in this beautiful state my entire life, I continue to discover new places and meet a lot of hardworking and interesting people. Just one of the reasons I love supporting MaineLife. Each week, it takes us all somewhere new and exciting. Hi, I'm Andrew Silsby, President and CEO of Kennebec Savings Bank. Come into any of our locations and experience the difference. But until then, we hope you enjoy this episode of MaineLife. Thanks for watching.
There are many definitions of the word sustainability, but what it's really all about is adding value to the long-term success of the communities we call home. Today on MaineLife, we're celebrating a handful of businesses making a positive environmental and social impact. We're starting the day with what else but coffee. Wicked Joe in Topsham is a family-owned company and a certified B Corp, committed to fair trade and sustainable practices in the coffee industry.
Wicked Joe is a team of hardworking, passionate, I'd say enthusiastic, fun Mainers that are all committed to producing the best product that we possibly can and having positive impact. Organic coffees are very important to us here because coffee is one of the most heavily chemically treated agricultural products in the world. And particularly in these developing nations where coffee comes from, the impact of chemicals on the soil and on the environment there is really negative. If we can, in a small way, humbly, really focus on those best practices and still build a viable business, then we're having the kind of impact we hope we can.
All right, so Sydney, here we are. This is where the magic really happens. On our roasters here, we'll roast about 40,000 pounds of coffee every week, which we'll then package and ship all over the country. These roasters have a technology that allow us to use about 80% less fossil fuels for the same amount of roasting capacity. So we're using less fossil fuels and we're emitting less smoke into the environment. When we moved into this facility, we put in all new windows to be energy efficient. We put in some upgraded insulation. We have our large solar wall outside. We have a solar array. And then here in the facility, we're constantly looking for ways that we can do things that will really help reduce the wear and tear on our employees out there. Those sacks of coffee all weigh between 130 and 150 pounds. So they're heavy and they're awkward and they're very difficult to move around. So we put in an overhead crane system and we instituted a silo system, and that allows us to not only store a lot more coffee as we've grown, but also it's a way for us to move coffee in a much more efficient way.
This is true from the source.
Yep, the coffee bean that you brew every day actually starts as the seed of a cherry, and then the outer layers are removed. What you grind up and brew every day is actually the seed in that cherry.
Quality, community, and sustainability. They all go together. We don't have a sustainable business if quality isn't first and foremost. And community is a huge part of sustainability for us. So we're very regularly in the mountains, in small communities, breaking bread with the people that grow our coffee. And we've built very meaningful relationships over time with them. It's not about altruism. It's good business practice to know who you're buying from and to make sure you're buying from people who share your values. it's also incredibly joyful. And we see all those relationships as critical to the success of our business. We're not successful without all the people that we collaborate with and work with in a myriad of different ways.
Well, thanks so much for giving me a tour of the roastery. It's really amazing to see operationally how sustainable you are. And let's be real, the coffee tastes wicked good too. Can you tell me about where people can get a delicious cup of Wicked Joe?
Yeah, Wicked Joe. So we are selling in over 7,000 stores nationwide. We've got distribution all over the country and selling in every state. So it's cool being a Maine kid, right? I get to travel all over the country and tote our Maine-based brand. So it's been a lot of fun.
So you must work with a lot of other Maine businesses as well.
We do. We've had a 20-year relationship with Hannaford, which we love. We're selling all of our coffees in their stores. So if you are traveling around to their stores, you can find every Wicked Joe coffee there.
Well, speaking of Hannaford, we are actually headed to their Cony store next. They've done some really amazing things in terms of operating sustainably, so we're gonna head up and meet with them. And thanks for having us here at Wicked Joe. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
To wicked good coffee. Hi, George.
Hi, Sydney. Nice to meet you.
Great to meet you too. Thanks for having me today.
Welcome to the Hannaford Cony supermarket.
This is probably one of the most gorgeous supermarkets I have ever seen.
It's beautiful and it's sustainable. And wait till you see some of the cool stuff we got going on here.
Let's do it.
All right. This store was built in 2009 at a time when we really wanted to see how far we could push our sustainability ambitions in our buildings. This store was built as a learning laboratory. So we put a lot of features into this building and actually had this building certified as a LEED Platinum certified building, which is the highest level of LEED certification you can get. And at the time, and even to today, we believe it's the only LEED Platinum certified supermarket in the United States.
To keep this green legacy of the building alive, George and his team are now committed to meeting new rigorous sustainability standards as part of the Living Building Challenge core certification.
Part of what's required for the certification is to meet 10 achievements. One of the achievements we addressed in the certification has to do with water conservation. This store is probably 30% more efficient with water than a typical supermarket. But one of the things we're particularly proud of is the iceless seafood case that you see behind me. It uses no water at all, quite frankly, and the product is kept fresher and will last longer at home for our customers. Sometimes you walk into a supermarket and they'll have this bed of crushed ice. Turning water into ice is extremely energy intensive. And then at the end of the night, we got to get rid of the ice. So the stores will use hot water to melt the ice and it all goes down the drain. In this particular case, it's just so much more efficient. Another achievement related to the core certification is the use of responsible materials. In the produce department, we have some product tables that were made of repurposed wood. Another example is in the dairy department. The area above the cases where the sign sits is all made from reclaimed barn board from right here in Maine. Another key focus was energy reduction. Part of the beauty of this building is all the natural light that comes into this building, and the lights in this store will adjust based on how much outside light is getting in the store. Another aspect is the use of refrigeration and refrigerated cases. We try to put as many doors on refrigerated cases as we can. The upshot of all that is this store is 60 to 70% more efficient than the typical supermarket. Another interesting element of the core living building certification is this idea of education and inspiration. So not only is it important to do all the things we did in this building, it's important to share what we're doing, to inspire others to do the same thing, and to inspire and enable our customers to live healthier, more sustainable lives. In fact, this segment we're doing right now is part of that inspiration and education. Everybody comes to the supermarket, right? Everybody's here, sometimes multiple times a week. The things we do here can influence people's lives on a daily basis. It gives me a lot of confidence in the future knowing that I work for a company that cares about these topics and is willing to do what they need to do to manage their impacts.
Congratulations, again, you're setting an amazing standard.
Thank you.
For how to live and be healthier in our communities, so this is really wonderful.
Yeah, come back anytime.
I will. Welcome back to MaineLife, and after learning about a few businesses that operate sustainably, we're checking out a business that encourages you to operate sustainably too. GoGo Refill is a dedicated group of waste reducers whose mission is to rid our homes of harmful plastics.
Hi, I'm Laura. Welcome to GoGo Refill. My whole plastic-free journey started as a New Year's resolution to never use single-use plastic water bottles again. And since then, I just started seeing plastic everywhere in my life and learning about the problems with plastic pollution. And that evolved just from my personal habits into GoGo Refill. We have two sections to our store. We have our grab and go section, which is products that you can find that are low waste products. We have a lot of reusables, replacing your disposable items in your home. And that's one section of the store. And then our reason for being is the refill section. At GoGo, we do all of the refilling for you, so you don't have to know what you're doing. You don't have to do any preparation. You can bring your own container if you want to, but if you don't have one, we always have a free container for you. We have home and body essentials, and everything's charged by weight. So you can get a full, huge container or something, or you can get a tiny bit and try it. So there are some really cool, innovative new products coming out that we have in our retail side, like solid shampoo and conditioner.
Never seen those before.
Yeah, they're really cool. They're formulated without water, and they last a really long time. They're really effective, and we all use them. I think everyone who works here uses the shampoo bars.
This is conditioner?
Yeah. Our motto at GoGo Refill is think big, start small, and we really believe in the power of collective action. It's really great that we can actually put data to that now. So in our first 4 years in business, together with our refillers, we refused over 200,000 plastic packages. So that's just one container being refilled at a time, and it really adds up.
All right, Laura, I am ready to refill. I am out of a few key household items, so this episode couldn't have been more perfectly timed, and excited to explore a lower plastic consumption journey. However, I did bring a plastic container. Is that okay?
That's totally fine. We want you to bring in this container because it's totally durable, reusable, and every time you reuse a plastic container, even just one time, you cut the carbon footprint of this container in half.
So small steps actually can make a big change.
Yes.
Awesome. So I need some dish detergent, and I also am out of hand soap and laundry detergent.
Sustainability can feel really overwhelming, and I actually think that's why being low waste is echoing with so many people right now, because we get these doom and gloom messages about the climate crisis all the time, and there's so much that we as individuals and as consumers can't control. But your own personal waste is something you can control, and it influences a bigger picture. You know, we are active on legislative issues, pushing Maine forward to be a low waste state, and Maine is the first state to have an EPR for packaging law, and EPR is extended producer responsibility, which means brands that sell things in Maine, packaged goods in Maine, will have to pay more if their packaging is worse. So it's a really big win for Maine, but also other states have taken it up and others have passed it too.
Well, that was easy. Thank you, Laura.
Well, thank you, and we do try to make it as easy as possible for our refillers to reduce their waste.
You certainly do. Well, come check out GoGo Refill. They're such an amazing company and an easy way for us all to do our part in helping keep Maine clean and beautiful. And I'll be back when these are ready to be refilled. Bye, Laura.
Bye.
Get a great offer on the stylish Civic or HR-V and drive in the moment. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Spring has sprung in Maine, bringing warmer weather and the promise of summer. And the promise of getting out in nature and enjoying your favorite activities. For me, after a long winter, I get excited about taking off the skis and lacing up my hiking shoes. And the Honda Accord and Baxter are the perfect companions for getting me on the trails. Its motion management system coordinates steering, powertrain, and braking systems that are perfect for the back roads of Maine. And the Honda sensing safety features, like the automatic collision notification, keeps us feeling safe off the beaten path, all while looking exceptionally sleek. Maine is made for driving and discovering. So wherever you want to go, Maine Honda will get you there. Happy trails and happy tales.
You've worked hard to find the car of your dreams, so let us take care of the road ahead. At Berlin City, every used car comes standard with 1 year of complimentary maintenance. That means more adventures, more places to explore, and more worry-free memories. And if you don't love your new car, just bring it back with our 4-day, no questions asked return. Because wherever your dreams may lead you, you can plan for peace of mind for miles down the road. Berlin City, where life is easier.
Hey everyone, Chef Doreen here to show you how to make your life easier in the kitchen. Here's this week's Hannaford hack. We're gonna talk compound butter. With a few additions, you can really give this basic ingredient a powerful flavor boost. You can use anything from fresh herbs or even dried seasonings, whatever you prefer. For this one, I went ahead and I used some chopped chives, some zested lemon, and chopped shallots. Mix it all together. It takes some muscle, but it's worth it. And then to store, wrap it in saran wrap so you get a nice cute little log like this. It makes it easy to slice and serve later. It's such a great addition to any type of main dish or even steamed vegetables that you might enjoy. For more tips and inspiration, please visit us at hannaford.com. Happy cooking!
Hi, I'm Charlene Hamuka, president of Harcourt's Waterfront and Vine Properties. When it comes to Maine real estate, Harcourt's is with you all the way. I have a team of agents around the state who are ready to answer any and all questions you may have about what it takes to buy or sell a home in Maine. And they can tell you what it's actually like to live here year-round. We look forward to working with you soon.
We are now switching gears from cleaning to clothing, and we are headed to check out a brand that designs with sustainability in mind. Suger in Biddeford prides itself on making clothing you can feel good about and look good in too.
Welcome to Suger.
It's so good to be in here. The vibes are immaculate. I'm feeling lighter and brighter already.
Oh, thank you. Sugar is our happy place.
It's my new happy place. I have seen so many amazing things about your products and your clothes and all the sustainable efforts you put into it, but I've never actually tried on any or felt any myself.
Oh, I will be so honored and excited for you to see how it feels.
I was hoping we could go take
and
a
it
peek.
Looks good too. I would love to.
We need that. Let's do it.
Okay. Hello, my name is Roxy Sugar, and welcome to our little sweet sugar world. We are today in our Biddeford store. We also have one in the Old Port. And Biddeford is where we make our wonderful plant-based, sustainable, what we now understand to be America's most comforting handmade clothing. Sustainability in the fashion industry, number one, to me, it's fiber. Is it from the earth? Will it return to the earth? Bamboo in particular, because it is so quickly regenerative, it's not a water hog for the earth and systems, really feels like the right decision. Not only that, our key fabric supplier literally knits, dyes, and finishes, and they're 5 hours from us here. And by nature of where they're located, just north of us, our neighbors in Quebec, 95% alternative fuel for every bit of energy used in knitting and dyeing and finishing the goods. The other part of sustainability for me has been fabric utilization. And so I started early on with designing pieces that would fit into holes in the marker that would otherwise normally be waste. Things like our bands and our opera sleeves and stockings. And then my hope is to teach young kids or young at heart how to hand sew and or fabric collage, and thereby get a robust donation of our final scraps to be absolute zero waste. This is our palace room. It's a little more intimate and with our fitting room so that our angels can really just, have fun and not really be bothered about who might be on the main floor there. So it's a lot of fun. We've set a few things aside that we would be honored for you to try.
Never have I ever tried on a piece in front of the designer herself.
Oh my goodness.
Time for a MaineLife fashion show.
Oh my goodness.
This is the best shirt I've ever worn.
Oh my God, the navy and the black is beautiful. With our stretch fabrics, There's so many ways you can style it. It's only limited to your imagination, your needs, what you're looking for.
And that sustainability, in a way I haven't thought about it, is using one piece and wearing it 10 ways versus buying 10 different things. That also can be...
Absolutely. I rarely even touch on that these days, but if you can take one piece and travel around the world, and it's your skirt and your dress and your shawl and your cape, you know, of course that's sustainable in itself because it is consuming less and doing more with it.
Well, I'm now truly obsessed. The fabrics that you use and the intention in which you design just makes me want to wear it that much more. So thank you.
To be a sustainable American-made designer, to be producing here in Southern Maine in an old textile mill that's just steeped in that history of lives and families and hopes and dreams, you know, I feel like it's a little bit of a fairy tale.
Well, we love to eat here on MaineLife, and we couldn't finish the day without an amazing meal. We find ourselves at Yolked, a restaurant in Windham whose mission is to support local farmers and producers and curate globally inspired recipes while doing it.
Hi, I'm Mindy. My personal journey has just been me in the kitchen from the time that I could reach the counter with my mom. My husband's been a chef for more than 22 years now, and we both have a great love of food. And when we started to raise our own chickens at home, we realized the difference between what we were buying in the grocery store and what we could produce on our own. And then we started seeking more of that out from farms in the area and people that we knew, and this is where we are. The inspiration for the name of the restaurant, Yolked, came from our love for our chickens at home. And we travel a lot, so we bring a lot of inspiration from the places that we go, the things that we love to eat the most. And we work really hard to kind of find the ingredients that make those dishes sing here from the area. We do the same thing with our cocktails, and we try to make them relatable to the area. We're working on a growing wine menu, bringing things in from all over the United States, Italy, France, all the places, things that we love, and bringing them to you. Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome. These are beautiful. The colors are stunning.
Thank you. We're trying to feature some different alcohols. We've got a gin, we've got a rum, and we've got a rye whiskey drink here for you.
Wow. Well, Johnny, I'll leave the rye whiskey to you. But cheers. Thank you so much for having me in.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming in.
And I have to ask, are these your chickens on the wall?
This is Doris. She is the one photogenic chicken that we have. She has passed away since, but we honor her here in our restaurant.
To Doris.
To Doris.
To me, what sustainability means for our restaurant is really giving back. We could purchase for much cheaper. No questions asked. I can buy food cheaper from all over the country, all over the world. It's the local products that are more expensive. They're less preservatives, they're better for you. I mean, there's so many corners being cut when it comes to profit in the big industries that are not healthy. So I don't really want to dive into that. But helping those farmers grow to a point where they can supply grocery stores in those local sections and or feed different parts of the community, and they donate to schools. It's keeping our money locally. It's circling it back through the communities, and I just like supporting the local farms. All right, we have a few of our favorites tonight for you. We have our brick chicken, our filet mignon, our local mussels, and our Aloha Bowl.
I cannot wait to try this. I'm salivating. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Let's dig in. Tuna is my favorite food, and this bowl is what dreams are made of.
I couldn't agree more.
Well, you do an amazing job for all the communities that you touch, the farmers and the consumers.
Thank you.
It's chef's kiss.
Aww.
Come check out Yolked. You truly will not regret it. Let's dig in.
Okay.
Thanks so much for watching this episode of MaineLife. To follow along on all of our adventures, you can watch our content on our MaineLife Media YouTube and Facebook pages, the News Center Maine app, and follow us on Instagram at MaineLife TV. We're also offering a MaineLife membership for access to all of our itineraries, deals and discounts on places we go, and more exclusive content. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors and to all of you for watching. Happy adventuring! See you next time.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
So we do it.
Hey. Sorry. Welcome to the.
I'm gonna have to do that again. That makes me laugh. Right now, hold on, sorry.
It's a really supportive and like very female industry.
Interesting. Yeah, what's it like being a female business owner as well?
Well, I've never tried being a male one, so I don't know, but
girl power. Green girl power at that.